2, 1. Boom! Welcome to FIGHTHEADSMMA, y'all. It's me, Miss Vicky. I'm in the house. Let's get it.
Hey,
And
this is
y'all
Joel
see
LaShawn
what it
Hatcher from
is.
MMA Fight Club. Most of you know me. I got
It's
that
MMA
team,
Fight Club
Management of
Management,
Champions.
Management of Champions. They are here with Miss Nikki with their fighter, Leo Pla. And we have Gregory Connor Smith. And we may have another fighter pop up on us. We're going to have to wait and see if he's going to jump back in. But right now, we're going to talk to Daryl, see what's good with him, find out what's really good with him and his team of champions. Welcome, young man, to
Oh
Fight His.
yeah, oh yeah. Um, well, I've been in this business for quite a while, and since I've been in here, I've created 40 championships in every different fight combat sport. So
Okay.
we doing pretty good. And this guy that's sitting right next to you, he's one of the guys that's really out there doing this thing. He's kicking ass. Um, He just beat a guy 15-0, bare knuckle guy. Then from there, ran up to Holland, Amsterdam, and beat those guys and brought home the world championship. This guy got to go over here, baby.
Congratulations, Leo. You the man.
Yeah.
I tried. Thank you.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Don't listen. No, he's boasting a little bit too much, but that's okay. Thank you.
Welcome,
Oh
Leo
yeah.
Pie, to Fight His MMA. I am
Thank
Miss
you.
Nikki. Thank you for getting up here with me. We're going to, okay, first of all, let me just ask you, because I got to get this out the way, because I feel like I want to laugh so hard. um, your debut at Bare Knuckle,
Uh-huh.
you won a championship.
No, I beat Billy Martin.
You
And
beat Billy Martin. Wasn't he on the championship belt, though?
he held a belt, but
No,
we
that
didn't
wasn't the
fight
belt.
for his
That
belt.
wasn't a title shot.
Okay,
We didn't
okay,
fight for his
okay.
belt, but I beat him. And so because of that, he wants to do a rematch with me at some point in time, hopefully soon, for his belt. Because being the champion, he made a champion move and offered me the fight because I beat him.
Oh yeah.
So that's a
Oh,
You
champion.
murked him.
That's a champion move. Admit defeat and be like, hey, listen, let's fight for my title now because you beat me.
And that's good.
And so hopefully we're
Yeah.
gonna
I respect
recycle
that.
that fight, and we'll be fighting my next bare knuckle fight. I'm not gonna say if it will happen, but hopefully it does happen, and we'll fight for a few belts.
I know that's
Now
the so
that's when a rematch makes sense.
Yes,
yes.
absolutely.
Okay, so is he holding that belt now?
I think so. I think he
Okay.
still holds it because he
Oh,
hasn't defended it.
so he's making this real for you. He really wants you and him to rematch, and he's gonna put that belt on the line. Does he hold any other belts that he could, slide on in there, put those on the line too?
I don't know,
It would
but
be
we'll fight for
nice.
his. We'll fight for his
It
and
would
maybe
be
one other
nice.
one, and maybe one other one. But I ain't gonna say what. But we're gonna maybe fight for another one at the same time.
So what was your key to victory in that first fight?
That we did, just training correctly. It was all about training correctly, not just sparring, not just hitting bags. It was doing everything correctly, working on my skill set and improving my skill set to match what he was good at.
So did you have a good was they able to bring you somebody good that had a look like he would give you when y'all did meet?
No, 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 no. All it was just me making sure my timing was precise, my punching was precise, my strength was all there. It was just focusing on making sure that what I had to offer was on point. Bottom line. Because you can bring in whoever you want to mimic, but at the end of the day, if you're not working on yourself and working on your own game plan, it don't matter. You can bring in 100 guys. It won't make a difference. Perfect your
Okay.
skills.
Okay, I had never given it any thought like that, but okay, I'll work with that. I'll run with that.
It's
So
work.
I know that's daggone right. So what is your favorite? Where's your favorite place to strike somebody in the stand up?
In the liver.
You like the body shots, huh?
I listen. I grew up watching, like
Oh
I
yeah,
always
he
said,
throw a lot of those. I know.
boxing. I grew
That's
up
what my
watching
son
boxing.
pointed out in that video.
I grew up watching boxing. I grew up
he
watching
don't.
Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah.
That was my dad always told me, listen, if you fight, you hit that gut, you hit that liver. And listen, I've won 3 fights in a row with a liver shot. I've dropped grown men with liver shots. 3 of
They
my
will
last
make
4
you
fights,
take a
all
knee.
been liver shots, and they've all dropped. I ain't gonna stop that now.
Okay. Well, you got to keep mixing it up for them, so they don't get used to you trying to get that
No,
liver shot
no,
on them.
I want them to know that's coming. No matter what happens, it's gonna come. You
Oh
don't
my
know when, but
goodness.
it's gonna.
So your MMA records, what kind of amateur record did you have?
My amateur record in MMA was 6-3 in MMA, and then in kickboxing it was 2-0.
Okay. And so now as a professional, you're 12-6 in MMA and 4-0 in kickboxing, right?
No, no, I am 12-8 and 1 no contest in MMA, 3-0 in kickboxing, and 1-0 in bare knuckle.
3-0 in kickboxing and say that 1-0 in bare knuckle.
Bare knuckle, yeah.
Oh wow! Well,
I must have
welcome
left
to the
a
world
part
of
out. Yeah.
combat sports. How long have you been into combat sports? I mean, where did it start for you? At what age?
I was 17 when I started karate.
Okay. What made you
Because,
start taking karate? Was you having problems at school, or just
Nope,
you
I
just
always wanted
seen
to
it
fight.
and was
I
interested?
always wanted to fight, and my parents couldn't afford, karate classes or any kind of classes. When I was old enough to work and so forth and so on, I went to a karate school, and I started with Goju karate, and the system I come out of is ungodly brutal. Like, it was full contact,
Ooh.
and so I loved it. I loved every second of it, and so from there, I wanted to keep fighting, and I started with kickboxing. I went from kickboxing to pancration. Pancration led into MMA, and so now I'm doing MMA, kickboxing, and bare knuckle. Bare knuckle was never the plan, but it ended up being in there.
I guess that's why I got my shine in pancreas as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get to your history over there, Mr. Manager. We know you got a little history dusted it up too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't gonna give all the goods right now. We gonna just
Oh yeah.
going a little bit.
Since there's a whole lot of people out there that's just they think they already know my history, they don't even know me. Period. That'd be good. Now they get to learn their lesson.
Oh man, don't make them ache at the heart. So, who is your biggest inspiration, Leo, in your fight career right now? Who's your biggest inspiration?
Like, who I look for to fight, or who I look at fight, or just in life?
Who motivates you? Is there anybody in the game other than yourself and your team? I mean, like another fighter, anybody, coach, anybody who motivates you the
Well,
most
growing
outside
up.
of the boys, outside of them two little boys of
Okay,
yours.
fair enough. Growing up, I watched Julio Cesar Chavez fight. He was one of my motivations. Guys like Andy Hoog, Benny Uriquidez, guys like that, and believe it or not, guys like Hulk Hogan. Because like that was when you're in the 80s and you're 8 years old, like pro wrestling's such a huge thing in your life. But then you watch Tyson fight, you watch all these guys fight, you're like, oh my god, your eyes are so huge, And when you do MMA, you're like, man, I am one of these guys now. I can be these guys. I can be an over the top guy. And I know nowadays everybody wants to be the McGregor or F you and F that. And I understand that. But if you go back in an era, and I have to use Hulk Hogan as a as an example. He wasn't about that. He always represented, his stuff, and it was always a positive thing. And guys like Julio Cesar Chavez were always positive fighters.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I look to those guys, because it was all about positivity and having a mindset versus, F you and this and that. So I still look at those guys. Those are still my inspiration for fighting, believe it or not. I know it's kind of weird bringing up guys like that, but
why is it weird? They're part of combat sports history, so why would that be weird?
I know, but, I'm using
we know everybody. We know everybody don't like everybody, but whoever your inspiration is, that's good for you too. Let them hate. Haters.
I was a Hulk Hogan fan too.
Yeah. For my bare knuckle fight, I was on the treadmill going, man, I really want a different song I want to come out to, and all of a sudden, that's when my theme, the last Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon theme song came out. I was like, this is it. I got it. I'm doing this song. I'm doing this. Because I was on the treadmill, and all of a sudden I got into it. Like, I need. This is what I need when I walk out. This is what I need right here.
Did you
And so
say
like,
the
boom.
last dragon?
Yeah, like
Boy,
how do you?
stop it.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
man. I was like 7 or 8 when that movie come out. I was like, oh my god.
Hey, that was my life. The Last Dragon was me growing up. Trust
You know
me.
what? I love that movie too. I love that
I
movie
used
too.
to.
But you know what? I guess
Oh
that's one of
man.
those. You kind of hit me from the side with that. I wasn't expecting that. Got me with the liver shot.
No, that was me before the movie. I mean, I was
That was my
a Bruce Lee
inspiration.
fanatic. I'm telling you, everything. I was like a geek.
Oh
Everything martial
Lord.
arts. You know what I mean? I was
That was
walking
my
down the street sometimes with
inspiration.
the little Chinese kung fu outfits. When I saw that movie, I'm like, oh my god, that deja vu. Oh.
But see, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm getting at. Like stuff like that was always so positive. If you look at it, there's not negativity in that. It's
Right.
all positive. And I think that's what people are missing these days is positivity around the life, positivity in fighting, and using it as a source of escapism.
Okay.
Versus and I understand building up a fight, and I understand that, but
Right.
turning that into negativity.
Understood.
And that's what people aren't doing anymore. They're not making it fun.
Oh, people.
Fans for themselves, for everybody to watch, and just making it a positive escapism.
I like to call it the habitual line stepping situations. That's what they do. They be habitually stepping over lines. No, they got no business saying what they saying. Sometimes it will say.
Yeah.
And
To an extent, I get
always
it,
get, and in my mind, I'm like, you still got to meet that person in the ring or the octagon. You don't think that is going to bring that energy in there? They wanted to beat you up before, now they really want to hurt you.
Yeah. And there's a line, don't cross it. And keep it fun for everybody, for yourself, for the fans, for the promoters. Because ultimately, the promoter, he's like, man, this guy was good. He did his job, but he did it very, very well and never crossed a line. So I'm gonna bring this guy back. And the guy you fought maybe the same way. You know what? We went back and forth. We had a good fight, and we built it up, and I loved every bit of it. Win, lose, or draw. You know what? I don't mind working with this guy again.
Right.
And then the fans the same way. It's like, man, this guy's a good guy. He doesn't cross lines, and we like to watch him, but he's ready to go to war too.
So, up to this point, what outside of your bare knuckle win, what has been like the most epic moment in your fight career?
So recently, 2 months ago, was it 2 months ago? Month and a half ago, I fought in Germany, right?
Oh wow!
Yeah, I fought at 205, a little bit outside my weight class, but not too terribly. And me and this dude. So,
did you go down or did you go up?
I just kind of ate whatever I wanted, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
I ate whatever I wanted. I still trained, Daryl. I didn't go too bad.
Okay.
So this guy was their top prospect. He's a 22-year-old, 7-0, blah 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 blah, yada yada yada. So we're fighting, and I knee him so hard in the gut, and then he knees me like low blow knees me.
Oh,
that hurt. That was the worst pain I've ever been in.
Right?
Luckily I've already got my 2 kids. I don't plan on having any more. And I got 2 boys, so I'm good. So he knees me ungodly hard, and I'm down for like a good 5 minutes. Anyways, I get back up. We start fighting again. Boom, 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 boom. He knees me right in the eye.
Oh wow!
He sliced me open. You can't see it. I'm on my knees, and another illegal blow. Boom.
2 illegal blows?
2 illegal blows in the first round. And the doctor's like, well, we're going to stop the fight, blah, blah, blah. Well, what happens if you stop it? Well, you lose. I hate cussing on air, but I was like, man, fuck this. Give me my mouthpiece. We're going to go. And I put it back in. The crowd went crazy. I mean, the place it was a big arena, and the crowd just started cheering. They were going crazy. I'm like, okay, now we're going to bang. And so we're banging, boom, boom, in the round. So I don't remember that my cornerman talking to me between rounds 1 and 2 because the doctors were looking at me going, they're checking my cut and everything. So I got no information. Anyways, we're round 2. Boom, boom, boom. We're banging, and he's losing. Throws a big punch, misses, and just headbutts me.
Oh, dang.
That.
He shouldn't
Oh,
even be
gosh,
fighting.
that is huge.
And I looked at the referee and went, man, come on.
They figure your ass got jumped back in it the first time after he took a legal blow. You might as well go and finish this out.
I looked at the referee and said, man, come on. I was so mad. And the referee was like, man, this fight's over. Not because me, but because I think the guy threw so many illegal blows and they just waved it off. And I was a bloody mess. I'm like, I could have kept on fighting. I didn't really want to, but that cut was just so bad.
So it ended up being a cut. It didn't break the bridge of your nose or anything.
I didn't break it, but it was bad.
Oh, it looked like it's still having a good time healing too.
Yeah, well, people keep hitting me in the nose, and I keep grappling. So, and then you still got to work 12 hours a day, so it doesn't really get to heal.
How do you get to?
I got mine reversed about 3 times.
You gotta let your body. Y'all have got to let some of these cuts and bruises heal on your body sometimes, for y'all go right back into it.
I know, but I would. But
I learned that the hard way.
I've already got my kids, so I'm not out there for looks. You know, I'm 30.
It ain't about the looks. It's about being able to take that shot the next time when you in there with somebody that you competing against. That's what that is for me. Shit, I need your body to stand up, because you might have all the fight in the world, but your body give out. It's done. It's over.
I know. I've only got a few fights left in me. But I'm damn.
I need a pina colada right now.
I put everything I got into my fights.
Yeah. Well, you got some fighters. Some fighters are different. I may be a little different. I didn't like to get hit, so I just tried to make sure my defense was keen. You know what I mean? But some people love to get hit, and he is one of them. You know, he loved to bang.
I noticed that a little bit. Like, you'll take a shot to give a shot. So, I mean, from your first bare knuckle fight, what did you take? What did you learn from that very first bare knuckle? Because that sets apart from MMA, that sets apart from boxing, even though it's just stand up, and y'all use a lot of y'all boxing. Y'all are utilizing your boxing skills in your bare knuckle. What do you take from that? What did you learn? What can you elevate from in that first fight?
I took 13 stitches in that fight. That's what I took.
You want that?
I know that's damn right, baby.
That's what I took. No. I've told people, when people ask about bare knuckles, like, listen, bare knuckle is a legit street fight. Bottom line, at some point in time, it's you have to be very instinctual about what you're doing. It's just a very controlled, very skilled street fight. And if at any point in time you forget that, you're going to get hurt. Bottom line, just like MMA and just like boxing. But the bare knuckle explains itself. It's a bare knuckle boxing fight. Nothing more than a backyard or a schoolyard fight. Nothing more. Very skilled, don't get me wrong. Very athletic. But in its core, at its nature, at its base, that's all it is. It's very instinctual. It's the very first sport that ever existed. And just go with it and be ready. But it hurts. I tell you what, it took me 2 weeks to make a fist. Again, after that fight.
I see what y'all's hands look like after these fights. Even sometimes when y'all wear gloves, I see what y'all's hands and y'all's bodies and y'all's faces, y'all legs, y'all feet. I see all of that. And I know what y'all put yourself through. So that's why I question y'all so extensively, because sometimes I think people don't understand that this shit is real for y'all. Y'all being there really hitting each other. This is not the WWE. And even they done turned up and they get serious sometimes, and people do walk away with their bruises and broken arms and stuff there too. And it seems like everybody think they can be a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And
everybody wants to be a fighter. Everybody wants to be a fighter. Up until you got to be a fighter. Yes. Up until you got to wake up the next day at 5 a.m. and go to train and then go to work. And then
sorry about that. Okay.
You got it? You know, until you have to act like a fighter, until you have to train like a fighter, everybody wants you to just be up on stage. It's like, listen, when you're on stage, I say the word stage, but the ring or cage.
Right. That's your stage.
That's what I mean. That's the last part. You know, that's an iceberg. That's all you see. You forget about the 80% that went into that dieting, the not sleeping or sleeping, depending on where you're at. I don't really sleep. I'm too busy trying to get things going in my life. You know,
I know that's right.
You know, I'm too busy trying to be successful. So forget sleep. Never mind sleep. I'll sleep later. People don't see these things. You know, they just see the end result, which I'm okay with. Don't get me wrong. I want to pay just to see the end result myself. But the guys who see that and we're like, man, I can do that. It's like, no, you can't. 90% of you cannot. Because no matter what happens, even after my bare knuckle fight, even after my fight in Holland, 2 days later, I'm back at work. Like nothing happened. My hands hurt, my knee hurt. I had stitches, but other work like like it was another day. Because guess what? It was.
I want to say almost 100% of y'all, except for when y'all do have like a bad injury from your fight or something, a bad cut or something that may cause your vision to be off settled, or you know you might have been knocked out or anything. 99.9% of y'all be right back at work Monday. Like,
yeah,
y'all wasn't fighting on Saturday night.
Yeah. People don't know that. A lot of people don't know
Like
that.
you didn't just get kicked in your ribs. Like you didn't just get kicked in your head. Somebody wasn't trying to kill you or choke your ass out.
Yeah. It was just another day.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever been sparked? Has anybody ever knocked you out?
Yep. Oh, I forgot. And boxing, I'm like 5'8" 2".
5'8" 2". Okay,
Yeah,
so you gotta kind of work on. You gotta work on at least getting back to an even Steven with your boxing record.
Well, yeah. What happened was I took too many bad fights because I just wanted to fight, and you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's not uncommon in y'all's life, though.
I know that, but one of my best fights I had was against a guy named Keith Tapia, and me and him fought on Premier Championship Boxing, and it was an 8-rounder, and he knocked me out with 12 seconds left. I did the one thing I was not supposed to do, and I paid the price for it. And he laid me out unconscious.
Oh,
it was
wow.
bad. It was a bad knockout.
So
I paid the price for it.
When you came around, what was going on around you?
I went, fuck.
You instantly knew what happened, huh?
I knew exactly what. I didn't know how it happened, but I knew what happened.
Okay.
So I was looking up the lights going.
Does that make you less dangerous or more dangerous as a fighter?
More, because you know what you did wrong. Because you're well aware of what went wrong. And so what happens is there's a lot of guys out here who they lose one or two and then they quit. They retire for one reason or other. I'm not gonna say why. But what happens is there's a lot of fighters that goes, listen, I made a mistake. I made one mistake. Let me fix that one mistake. And now you come back a lot better. Even though it's one mistake, it could be 1%.
Exactly.
But you fix that mistake.
Not define who you are. But when you where do you think that the doubt really starts to rise in the fighter's mind when you guys have a lose streak? Like y'all deal with one, you'll deal with two, but is it like when you go to 3? If it's got to bother y'all once y'all take that third loss and it's in a row, it's like, you know, do you think it's just cause for some people to maybe want to just sit down for a little while, or do you think maybe some people should push through?
No, what happens?
You need a big rest.
Yeah,
and to think about it.
That, and you gotta look around you too. Like, what is my loss a product of my environment?
Okay.
Is it my training? Is it my eating? What is it? Why am I consistently losing when I should not be losing? Because sometimes it could just be, listen, I'm just doing one wrong thing. But sometimes it's the people you're around. Sometimes it's your friends you're around. Sometimes it's the girlfriend. Sometimes it's the boyfriend, depending on, whatever. Sometimes
I want to say something about that too. Because I've had fighters, they have come to me, and first thing I want to know what their record is, because you got to kind of qualify for me to really work with you. I want good talented fighters and whatever. And this one guy, he told me what his record was. It was horrible. But I was getting ready to pass him up, and then I said, "Well, just show me all your videos." if you have any. And he had a bunch of them. And I said, this guy, I mean, he was serious. He had serious talent. But the only thing was, he didn't have any guidance or whatever. You know, he was just taking fights out the blue and just getting out there just to fight. You know, once he got with me, shoot, he won like 2 championships. He was undefeated. He's pro now, and he got up there. You know, happy. He's a very respectable champion now. So it's all about, just like Leo was saying, your environment, what's around you, you know, and the decisions that you make as well.
Absolutely.
You know?
So, Leo, what
Yes.
do you want overall for your fight career when you are done fighting? And do you know you're what, 36 now?
37.
You're 37. Okay, so like that window could possibly be closing. You know, how much longer do you plan to give yourself, and what do you want your totality of your fighting career to have been?
To be successful, financially successful, to an extent. Not, I don't mean millions of dollars. Or anything
I understand.
Like that. I mean that in the concept where I live comfortably, but I was able to invest, not money, invest my name into something, and that continues in on the sport that I have given so much to, and it returns. And I can use my name in the context of he's trained by Leo Pla. This is a Leo Pla fighter. And so my knowledge and my ability passes on to the next guy, group of guys, trainers, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But when they say my name, people go, oh, fuck. It's one of his guys. Great. So that's what I mean by financial also. Like you're investing your time, your effort, your love, your passion, so forth, into other guys, trainers, into other fighters, into just gyms, even giving like speeches to guys like, listen, man, you gotta do, you know, like Daryl was saying, those kinds of things. So ultimately, when I step down, I want to be financially stable to where I'm in everything, whether it's in matchmaking, managing like Daryl does, or coaching, whatever it is. But I want to be financially stable in that environment. But using my name.
Since meeting Daryl and his management company, has he made your fight career better?
Oh, absolutely.
Has he put you in better positions?
He got me onto Brawl, and Brawl's got me huge opportunities. He got me on a couple podcasts and this and that, and got me exposure. And ultimately, as any fighter, what you want is exposure. And like Daryl was saying, his rebuttal to mine was about who the people you are around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't just be around a bunch of guys who like to fight. That's good for training purposes. You gotta be around people with connections like Daryl who can get you onto these platforms to get better exposure. Any fighter wants that exposure. He wants that television time. He wants to be on that poster. You know, he wants to just anywhere his face, his name can be on. And if you don't have those people supporting you or behind you or talking to you about that, then you as a fighter don't really have much other than fights. So that kind of goes back to what he was saying and what I was saying too.
So
thanks a lot, Leo.
What's your next goal? What is your next goal for your fight career? Is it an MMA fight? Is it a boxing match? Is it bare knuckle? What's the next goal?
Well, right now, like I said,
all of the above.
All of the above. But Brawl is next. Stacey Hunt already made it official about Brawl being in February in Miami, Florida. And we haven't named an opponent yet, but Brawl is next. But after that, after Brawl, I will be fighting back in Amsterdam and defending my title in kickboxing back in.
So
and defending that bad boy for those guys out there in Amsterdam, can't pronounce that city, in Holland. So I'll be defending that title in June.
And that's at what weight class? Like 195 or
70.
170?
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
I wish.
What you weigh right now? I didn't want to judge you because it's holidays.
It does not matter how much I weigh. It does not. Listen, I just had some Papa John's. I had a soda.
Hey, is everybody there?
Yes. So what you weigh right now?
210.
I don't see me.
What's your comfortable fighting weight for you, whether it's MMA, boxing,
Okay.
or bare knuckle? What's your comfortable weight to fight at?
When I'm in the cage.
You'll do it anyway, any day, huh?
Ask
Oh
Daryl.
my goodness. So
Ask him how he got a hold of me and why.
What was the question?
I asked him at what weight class was that belt, and he said 170. And that just took off into a whole nother day.
Well, no, he got a hold of me, and we kind of found each other because I took a short notice fight against a guy that he knows. The fight was important.
Lorenzo.
No, not Lorenzo.
Him and Lorenzo was for the fight.
No. But it wasn't Lorenzo first. It was Rashawn.
Yeah, Rashad Jackson. That was another guy who used to be of mine.
He's not his guy, but he knows the guy. I fought Rashawn Jackson at heavyweight on a 12-hour notice. Rashawn weighed at 265. I lost a majority decision.
Wow.
I lost a decision fight. He didn't knock me out. He couldn't do anything to me. I just took the fight on 12-hour notice. Like, hey, let's do it. Let's roll with it.
So with all these years of training and fighting, where do you feel like you are strongest at in your fighting game?
Standing up and banging you out.
you definitely in for the long haul with the stand up, huh?
Yep. In my whole MMA career, I've got 2 submission wins. One of them is due to punches, and the other one's due to heel hook.
That heel hook is y'all. That's one of those ones that y'all be sneaking in sometimes on each other.
And I do that as an amateur. So I'm not. My ground jiu-jitsu is okay. It's good, but I'm not going to tap you out. I don't care.
Okay, so you rather just pummel them until they go out, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's exactly what I want.
So you said Braw's next in February, and then what did you say?
June is in Holland.
Holland. Oh.
Hey, that's a triangle cage, right?
Where?
That he's going to be fighting in.
In June?
No.
At Brawl.
Bare knuckle. Brawl's a trigon.
Wow. I don't think I noticed that when I was watching the video. I'm going to have to look at that again. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's a triangle cage.
Shut the front door. So y'all just breaking down doors and kicking open his
yeah. Hey, just wait till the Netflix movie come out. You see us pretty much. You see what we can do.
I'm excited for you. How does your family take all of this? Like
mine?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do your boys think? Like, boys are super rough and tough and tumble. So I imagine they be jumping off of furniture and dressers and shit and beds and everything on things.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Videos online. I take my kids are 2 and 4. I post them online. I bring them into the gym and they jumping off the ropes. They're jumping on daddy. They're fighting.
Future WWE stars, huh?
My son punched me in the mouth. He busted my lip open clean.
I was getting ready to say them little hands hurt when they pop.
A couple weeks ago, he hit me right in the eye and cut my eye.
Oh my goodness, Lord Jesus,
they will be. Guys like, hey, are you okay? He's like, why? Your eye is black. Oh God, it was my son who hit me. They're like, no, daddy fight. And then he watches me. He was like, okay. In between rounds, he goes, okay, daddy, you have to try. Daddy, you have to try. Okay.
Oh, you guys.
You gotta try. I'm like, great. Now I've got to really try because my son Leo's telling me I gotta try. Great.
So if you had a chance to fight in any organization for any combat sport, where would it be? What weight class? And who would be your fantasy opponent?
Oh God. Ooh. That's a damn good question. Honestly,
Hey, I love to see him knock Vanderlei Silva out at BKFC.
Oh Lord, you're picking a fight with that man? Lord Jesus.
Oh man,
listen, my goal is to fight in Japan.
Vanderlei.
I've always wanted to fight in Japan.
Okay, so Japan.
Japan. I don't care who. I just want to fight in Japan. That's it.
Okay.
Japan. Don't matter. It could be a girl. It could be a guy. It could be a cage ring. No, I don't
He
care.
said a girl or a guy. Don't start, please. Don't
Hey, listen, you said
He said you just want to fight.
you said fantasy. You were very specific.
they gonna drag my ass right in with you because you talking to a woman and we keep hearing about you people.
But like, if Braun goes to Japan, you best believe I'm on that boat.
Okay,
I'm on that plane. I'm the first in line. Like, listen, I don't care if I'm the opener or the closer. You put me on that show.
I know that's daggone right. And you don't care what weight class. You just want to go to Japan.
No, I just want to fight in Japan. Swear to God. Always dreamt about it since I was like, I don't know, 8 or something like that.
So is it going to be hard for you to get back down to 170 comfortably and be healthy and your body be strong at 170 for this fight?
No, just train, eat. There's another thing that people don't realize. There's a big word in the world we live in. It's called discipline.
Yes.
So when I fought last year for that title, for 8 weeks, I was 100% disciplined on my diet, on my training, everything I did. I was 100% disciplined. And that's one thing it boils down to. If you don't have the discipline to do it, then don't do it.
So do you know who your title defense will be against?
I've got 2, maybe 3 possible opponents.
Oh, okay.
And so we're just kind of waiting
to see who's going to sign the contract.
Yes. Yes. We're just kind of waiting to see who wants that.
Do you think you have an awkward fighting style?
Yes, I'm awkward as hell. I'm awkward as hell.
And I see you got that dipping head motion too sometimes when you're in there. What can you do to kind of not get caught in that position? Because you know if you do it once or twice, they catch on. So what do you do to keep yourself from being caught in that position?
Well, for this fight coming up, we're going to change a lot of things for my camp.
Okay.
We got a lot of ideas, and we're going to implement those ideas into my training camp for this fight.
I like your footwork, and I do like your head work. I do. You kind of got a wild style type brawling, but then I don't know if that's really your style of fighting. I'm thinking you're responding to what's coming at you.
Sometimes you got to adapt.
Yeah. So I'm waiting. I want to see that side of you. I want to see that side of you that you're able to think and not just have to react. I want to see you be the aggressor and be the one that
right,
is bringing the heat. I think in moments that happens in fights, for the most part, I'm just going by that clip that Daryl sent me. I'm just saying one fight. You know,
what happens is some people are different. The crazier and the wilder the fight gets, the better I am. I'm okay in chaos. I'm fine in chaos. I'm also better in the later rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like if this fight was to be 5 rounds and we're going to the 5th round, we can be both tired, exhausted, just cut open, bleeding. I'm in my element.
You doesn't mean I like being there. You was trying to back down at all.
Don't mean I like being there. I do not like getting hit, but I'm okay with being in that environment. I'm totally okay in that environment. Let's do it. Let's just be there.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I like it, but I'm comfortable.
Okay. Okay. When's the last time you caught somebody with an uppercut?
My last fight. I hit that dude with everything right before he cut me open.
Okay. So if you this is going to be one of my last questions for you. And then I got to move on to your stablemate. If you could be invited to a front row seat of 2 other fighters fighting, any weight class, anywhere, who would those two people be? MMA, boxing, kickboxing, or bare knuckle?
Like current right now,
Current, past, it doesn't matter to me.
who would I like to see in front row fighting?
Yes, I would. Who would you want to be in the front row watching fight?
Oh man, I would love to see Julio.
Oh,
Cesar
being a
back-
fan. Okay. Yeah.
I'd love to see Julio Cesar back in his day
Okay.
because that man had a fighter spirit.
Who would you put him against?
Don't care. Don't care. I just want to see that man fight. I just would love to see that man do his thing. Because that man had a fighter, warrior spirit like no other. Like he just fought for.
So, what do you think of the current UFC 170 division?
Be interesting when they settle it.
Is that not where
that division becoming a circus, a straight up circus now?
But you can't.
That is where Chaos Colby Covington is, right?
Right. But like,
Yeah.
the thing is this. At some point in time, it's still show business. I mean, I know it's a fight, and it is what it is. But it's still a show, and you still got to draw people to your show. And if people aren't interested,
but these are guys that used to criticize the other promotions about their being circus acts and whatnot. You know, now look at them. Look at that belt. I love that belt. Don't get me wrong, but you know,
what, that BMF belt?
Yes.
It's a great idea. It's a great idea.
I think a lot of people was on for that. I think a lot of people was on. But what Dana can't do is say that's just a one-time thing.
Right.
Do it for us. That's what everybody else said. We want
I think he wanted it to be.
What about us, David? What's up, Uncle Dave?
No, exactly. I think he wanted it to be a one-time deal, but then it goes, everybody went like, you know what? No, this is something people want. They didn't know they wanted it until they saw like, oh my God, we want this.
You know what?
It's more popular than the regular titles.
Yeah,
You know what I think it does? I do think it kind of opens up an opportunity for us to maybe see different talent at the weight classes, at the different weight classes now, because it's usually a uniform thing, or it's either the favorite gets picked to be at the top, whatever. But I think that really legitimately, because a lot of times there are some great fighters, but because they don't have that buzz, we don't get to hear and see them as much. I think that gives people
like a lot of my guys.
that buzz.
Like this guy right here. You know, but it's coming. You know, don't even worry about that.
Let me ask you about this upcoming Amanda and Jermaine Duranamy fight. What do you think about this? I am so on the fence.
Nunes is gonna lay her out.
You think so?
That woman hits ungodly hard. Her fists.
Yes, she does.
Both of them do. I think it's gonna be a harder fight. But still, Amanda's gonna win.
Too.
But the results are gonna be the same.
Harder fight too. In my mind, I'm thinking Jermaine didn't want to take her at 135. She wanted to make her come down to 125 so she can deplete her, getting ready to going into that fight and take advantage of that once they get there. I believe that's her motivation for taking it down.
Nunes has got something going for her.
I want to see Amanda at 135.
Nunes
just because she insists on taking that fight there, we knew it's some type of motivation to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But Nunes has got something in her that we haven't seen in the sport in a long time.
Yeah.
And it's something totally different. And nobody knows what it is, but everybody sees it. Right. You know what I mean? It's something super special about her. And then when you see her fight, you go, oh wow, that's what's special about her. But you don't know what it is until you actually see it. And even when you see it, you don't recognize it. But there's something special about Nunes. And when she's on the stage, oh man, she's 10 feet tall.
Yeah, she is.
You can't beat her because of that. It's not just a skill thing. It's a presence. It's a mind. It's everything she does.
Yeah, from the bottom up. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. What do you think about one championship? They taking off like a rocket ship.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
They got more talented fighters there, seem to. Because they got a lot of international fighters that we don't get to see, you know?
Yep.
And they're very talented. I wish I could get a lot of them over here, you know.
Do you think, Daryl, as manager, that could possibly happen for some of the fighters in your stable to be
Well,
in
that's
one championship, possibly?
oh yeah. I've already wrote them, you know, even sent some a list of fighters to them. So
Okay,
yeah,
so
of course,
I
that's definitely
imagine that they
one
just get
promotion I'm
hit.
looking for.
Millions of people probably sign up to want to fight with them. I
Oh
think
yeah,
I think they've given people they worth over there too.
I
Yeah,
think so
people are
too.
out here.
I
Nobody
think so.
complaining about their chips ain't been right.
Especially now they televised now over here. They televised now too. That even make it better for them. You know.
Yes. So, Leo,
Yes.
is there anybody you want to shout out? Anything you want to leave the fans with, and your new fans that'll hopefully be coming from Fight Heads MMA, and everybody that follows us and watches? We're going to be constant in contact, Leo Pla and I, because Leo's got some stuff planned, and his manager is over there being quiet, but eventually they're going to have to let it out.
You always gotta leave the
He's
people
gonna
with
get up there
something,
with the
right?
stick and tell us what's good.
Yeah.
We'll definitely talk before your February showing and
Absolutely.
before you defend your title again. Definitely gonna
Absolutely.
talk.
Absolutely.
And I think I'll probably see a different person then, because you'll be in training camp and
Yeah.
you'll be closer to
I'll be
getting
under 200. Under
oh,
under
man,
well
yes.
under 200.
You're gonna look different too. You're gonna look a little different too, young man. Oh,
I'm gonna leave my beard until after the fight.
you are?
Yeah, it's cold here. I'm
Okay,
the hair.
yeah,
People love the
okay,
hair.
I understand that. Yeah, keep the beard, baby. I'm all right with that. You can do that. Okay, so hit up your sponsors, hit up your team, tell us where your gym is. Give them all the info you want them to have before you sign off.
All right. I'd like to thank Max Muscle of Parker. The supplements. They always take care of me and my team. My team is Team Iron Lion. We train at the UFC gym of Lone Tree here in Colorado, South Denver area,
Okay.
where it's always cold.
Good Lord.
Hey, everybody, this is a very good fighter. He could need more sponsors. He could use some more sponsors. So hit him up. Hit me up.
What do you
Let's
want
talk.
to know about your fighter as his manager, Daryl?
Excuse me?
I said, what do you want to know about your fighter as his manager? This is your time to
What I want you to know about him?
Yes.
About him?
Your time.
Well, he's very, he's very.
Your fighter.
Hey, I love Leo, man. He's probably one of the easiest ones to work with, you know. And shit, I mean, you know, you get a lot of problems from other fighters, you know. A lot of times they come in with trust issues because they had other managers that fucked them over and stuff like that, you know. Leo always kept that same positive spirit, you know. That's why I work with him a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, and trying to get him, you know, where he need to go before he do his little retirement. But I want him with more belts. I want him with more money. You know, so.
So, do you guys have your eyes on? Do you guys have your eyes set on BKFC? Possibly.
Nope.
We had an offer from BKFC. I mean, I don't have too many problems with them, but some of my fighters did, and they just didn't want to do it. So, you know, I work with them. They don't want to fight. They don't fight.
So,
yeah. But I got something to do with a fight. So.
unless they get that money right, you don't want to hear from nobody, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I got another fighter now that he's doing real good with BKFC, and he's getting serious offers. Serious offers. So yeah, they need to kind of tighten up a little bit. So yeah.
Not tighten up. Oh my God, I gotta laugh. Oh shit,
yeah. You know, they know me. They've dealt with me. They know me. This is no surprise. You know what I mean? They know what I want. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get the cheap stuff. I know what my fighters are capable of. I know what they're gonna do. And they're gonna make friends as they go by doing what they do. You know?
Absolutely.
All my guys are knockout guys. All of them. You know what I mean? So they all going to be very exciting.
I was getting ready to say, now you know that you kind of put signing their name to a check that they are going to have to cash if you put it out there. You hear what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying,
Hey,
manager? You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
that's the
Hey,
type of shit we like. That's the type of shit we like, man. We love them challenges, man. So
ain't
hey,
no wrong
let's
with
do
that.
it.
Well, Leo, I cannot wait to talk to you again, young man. I am excited already for our next conversation because I know between now and then a lot is going to happen. You're going
I
to
hope so.
start getting into your training camp. You're going to be a different person. Your mind going to be different. I am excited. Thank you so much for giving me
Thank
your
you.
time today on this
No,
Sunday.
not a problem. I've always got time. I have always got time.
I know that's right. You know what? I'm gonna have to just write down some more questions to ask you because I think, man, you could go way deep.
I told Daryl, I was like, listen, if somebody's gonna interview me, you make sure you give this ask away. I'm not gonna
Okay.
hide. I'm not gonna be shy. I don't really care because I'd rather be hated for the truth than love for a lie.
Well,
And if people
shoot.
gonna
There
hate
you
me,
go.
they're gonna hate me for what I say because it's absolute truth.
Bless your heart, baby.
Well
We're gonna
said.
have the
Well
Deontay Wilder and that old boy he was fighting. We're gonna have a part two to that. Well, they just fought. He knocked him out. We got the Nunez and the Ronda May fight we can talk about next time. What's his name? Javante Davis is about to fight.
oh yeah, that's my boy.
Whatever. I don't
Usman.
care. Let's do it.
They talk about Usman and Woodley, and they talk about Conor McGregor coming back. We're gonna have so many things to
Oh,
discuss
absolutely.
and talk about. Oh my goodness, because
Let's do
between
it.
now and then it's gonna steam up for everybody, including yourself.
Let's do it.
Yes, baby, yes. I am ready. I am ready. Thank you so much, young man. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Stay good, hug your family, tell everybody Miss Nikki said hi, and be looking for this video to drop soon, baby. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, take it easy, Fly.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mwah.
That's
Hey,
that's
Manny, what's
Papa
good,
Fly.
baby? What's good?
All right. Bye bye.
Hey, he's
All right, my
so
man.
funny. I'm getting ready to bring Greg on. Greg's been over it.
Okay, let me go and
He's
prepare for
over in
this
the
one.
kitchen up.
It's
He's
gonna be interesting.
welcome to Fight Hands MMA, young man. What's up, Gregory Connor Smith?
What's good? What's
Don't
good?
be shy. Don't be
How
shy.
No, I ain't
man?
yeah, ain't no shy. What's
Oh,
good?
so while I'm talking to your stableman, I can see you down here in the key. You over here cutting up in
You already know I'm ready. I'm ready. 135 to 155. Tell them I'm coming. Every one of them.
Oh, really? You
Coming for
coming?
every one of
That's why I kind of pulled him in. You know what I mean? He used to cut me a lot when he, jump on the tape or whatever. But and send me
Hey,
videos.
young
I got to
man.
see. I got to see what he can do. And and the talk that
them.
we have, he's very, very confident.
He's
Very confident.
this boy can do it. First round knockout when I get in there. Mark my words. First round knockout.
Whoa. Wait a minute. You are a Miami fighter, right?
No, he's not from
I'm not,
Miami.
No,
I'm
I
not
said
aiming for long.
Miami amateur.
I ain't no amateur. That's for damn sure. They about to find out though.
Oh, so tell me what's good with you in your fight career, young man. Tell me where you hail from. Tell us where we gonna find you. Hey,
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm from Boston, Mass. I've been in and out of the pen and shit. I done fought my whole life. Now I'm just in the ring ready to do it. That's it. I'm ready to make it legal. That's all.
okay. So you like MMA, huh?
I just like to beat somebody's ass. That's it.
Okay.
So
It's killer be
Uh,
killed like
he,
Diaz.
he
It's
actually
killer
has to.
be.
He's supposed to be fighting. Sorry about that. Rick. He's supposed to be fighting for Tough Enough in December. He just haven't got his opponent yet. I'm hoping they come with an opponent. They
They're
usually
all
they say they're
scared.
gonna have somebody, whether it's the last minute or not. They usually have somebody. But could be possible they can't find him anyone. But if not, he'll be right back out there. I get him. I'm kind of anxious for this guy to get out there.
Okay. Tough enough. Okay. Yeah. I've heard of them before. So
It's in Vegas.
what is your record right now?
Right now, I mean, shit, it's 0-0 right now, but we need to get in there and figure it out, right?
Oh, he need a debut fight, John. See, I gotta ask the questions.
Exactly.
I gotta step them around sometimes to get them to answer the questions. Okay, now Miss Nikki is on track with you. This young man is looking for his debut fight. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
So he said, let me get up there with Miss Nikki.
135 to 155, let's just make it happen. That's it.
So from 135 to 155, you'll take a fight.
Any promoter out there?
Have y'all thought about the Cowboy Fight Series? Like he may need a little more experience, but that Cowboy Fight Series is on one.
I mean,
Well, he's not gonna get nobody. I mean, although he wants to fight anybody, he don't care what their record is. Of course, I'm not gonna put him in.
I train. It's not like I don't got any experience. You know what I mean? Like I got a couple years in boxing. I got a couple years in Muay Thai. I got a couple belts in Kempo karate. You know, like things like that. I mean, but it was just trouble that really caught me in life. You know what I mean? Was like in and out of trouble and things. Right now, I've been good. I'm ready to go. You know, I'm training. I mean, 6 months straight. My dad just recently passed away and shit, so I'm eager to get in there and I'm eager to fuck someone up. You know what I mean? So if from 135 to 150, they let me know and I'm gonna show up. That's it.
You look like you ready. You sound like you're ready.
I'm definitely ready. You can look me up on Facebook.
He's been ready.
I'm ready.
So
I've been ready.
Before. He had a bunch of fallouts as well too. So you know he's very anxious now.
That really
frustrated. So he ready to hurry and get out there.
That really stymies y'all sometimes because y'all be on you be ready and then the other person be talking like they ready and then they don't show up. So that's very disappointing to train for months and then not have an opponent because they don't have nobody else to step in because they felt like that person was going to show up and do what they said they were going to do.
It's aggravated, and that's why I wanted to come on here too. Like that was my main thing. Is like he had somebody that I guess I don't got an opponent for 155. So anybody that's listening, from 135 to 155, I'm ready. And if you think your boy's ready, then bring him on because he's gonna go to sleep. That's for damn sure.
Those are some of the tightest ass weight classes too. 135, 145, and 155. Those are very
I like 145 for him.
You do?
Like 145, yeah. That's what I'm more or less looking for in fights for.
How far will you allow him to travel to get onto a card?
Anywhere. Anybody that like far as Ammy goes, they don't like to pay too much for travel and stuff. But anyway, he can get to any fighter that's liable to welcome him on board.
Listen to me. It just hit me. Spartacus Fight League in Virginia. They having a January card coming up. I'm pretty sure you and Jimmy Spartacus can have a conversation about getting somebody of the likes of that young man on the card because they got a bunch of shit talking people that for the drama up there.
Oh yeah.
They want some drama.
The only problem is it's not so much that's in his area, so he has to travel.
That's what I'm saying.
So
if that's one of the promotions that I feel like if Jimmy finds him a fight, he'll be able to fight if he goes to Virginia for that card. Okay. Absolutely.
What's the guy name?
Jimmy Partica.
What's his name?
Hey, shout out to you. Give me that fight, bro. Hey, point to Jimmy. You make it happen.
It's
definitely.
It's fight
Jimmy, I hope you're looking.
Make it happen, Jimmy. First round knockout. He's gonna be missing teeth just like I am. That's for damn sure.
How old are you, young man?
I'm 28 years old, but I'm hungry. Trust me.
Ready? You sound, people are going to hear your voice and be like, he could possibly be the new Conor McGregor. And you got
Listen,
we just talking about
Yes.
that.
Conor McGregor can't even deal with these hands. Trust me. And George, fuck them
Yeah,
both.
he talking smack. He say he get it too. Bring your butt down to my get tea too, Conor.
Show me the
Oh,
money. The money talks. The money
that would
talks. You know what I mean? The money talks.
be great if you turned
That's
up
why I fuck with you.
The money talks. Come on. I need to get rich. I need red panty night. Tell McGregor.
So now that you are actively seeking fights now, and you know that you're going to have you're working on your fight career, what is in the beginning stages? What is your purpose? What do you want to happen? Where do you want to go from this point forward?
I just want to make some money, man. I just want to get in there and hit someone. That's it. I just want to get in there, and I mean, whose balls are bigger, really, is what I'm looking at. You know, I mean, let's stand in the pocket. Let's trade blow for blow. Let's go toe to toe, and let's break each other's nose. That's it. Let's just fucking go to war. You know what I mean? And that's it. I mean, if you're gonna shoot, then that shows the bitch in you, and I'm gonna catch you with a knee. I mean, either way, I'm ready for it.
He on his old boy shit right now with the knee. So
You know, in that octagon, your boys ain't there. You know what I mean? Your crew ain't there. It ain't nobody there but me and you. Once that door closes, that's it. Your ass is mine. That's how I
Hey, he's
handle
been
it.
training with some pretty good fighters, though. Let him know.
I train with Ed Wildman West. Shout out to my boy Ed Wildman West from Bellator. I've been training with him and shit, and I've been training some Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready to go, man. I just need somebody to sign me up, sign that line, pay for that plane ticket, get me out there. That's it.
what, Daryl? Once he has his
Yep.
first showing with you, I know you'll probably be able to gauge this question a little bit better once you have a first showing with him. But
Right.
what's the direction you would like to take his career in at this point?
He wants to make money just like I want to make
Championship.
money. He
Management
wants
of
to-
champions, man, and that's all I'm concerned about. Winning as many championships as we can. Once he turned pro, same thing. We repeat, but only then we want the money. We want the money.
Money. We want that money. We want that money.
Okay, that's
See, I
what
try
I'm
not to. I don't try to sell my guys cheap. You know what I mean? And
absolutely not.
a lot of promoters will come that way to you.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but like I've been telling my boy
that's
here,
their job.
like I've been telling him, I'm a real deal. We're gonna find out when I get in there, but set it up. That's why I'm on here, because you know what, people are gonna find out real quick. Once I get on here, there's gonna be people think, oh, you know what, this guy's just talking shit. You know what I mean? Look at him. You know, he's just talking shit. He's not really about it. You know what I mean? All this other shit.
Oh, you know
But
that's
when
what they're gonna say.
we get in there,
Oh,
but
yeah.
when we get in, I want them to doubt me. You know what I mean? Because that's where the money's at. You know what I mean? With Floyd Mayweather, everybody hates him. You know what I mean? That's why he makes the money. You know what I mean? Like just right now with Conor McGregor, nobody likes him right now. That's why he's making the money. Hey, you know what? I don't give a fuck if nobody likes me neither. But you know what? I'm gonna make that money and I'm gonna knock your boy out. Simple. Just tell him to show up.
I honestly think those two guys
See,
earned their
he
chance.
has to win. He has to win.
That's
You know what I mean?
You gotta win, because and have you
There's no
said
doubt.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Of course, that is your you supposed to believe in yourself like that. But at the end of the day, when you guys step into that ring,
it's skill too. I spar with pros. You know, I spar with people that have professional careers and things. And what I do when I spar with them and how good I do is that's private. You know, so I know I'm more than ready for any amateur. Any amateur is not going to stand a shot with me. That's just, I mean, anybody think they're amateur can, then bring them up. Let's find out.
okay, so let me ask you this question since you're throwing it out there for me. What if that first fight does not end in a victory for you?
There's no the only person I'm fighting in there is myself. You know what I mean? I train harder than the next guy. I always do.
I'm only asking you this so you can answer it now, so you ain't got to fucking answer it later. Because they'll already know what to be looking for you.
I'm already past this victory. I'm already past that. Listen, it's gonna be a defeat. Next time you see me on here, I'm gonna say I told you so.
Okay. You won't be telling me so. You better be telling their asses so. That's what I want you to know.
I told you
Because
so.
Nikki believe.
I'm gonna, the next time you won't doubt me. The next time we'll be on some teamwork. You know what I mean?
Listen. I need you. Let's clarify this right now. Don't think that my line of questioning comes from a level of doubt. But what I need you to know is that there is doubters out there, and there is haters out there, and there are people that are not going to ask you that question, but I'm going to ask you that question.
There might be bugs on some of them mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good with me. Let them hate.
And you also, just like your manager said, at this point, you cannot lose. You done already built yourself up to a certain level that you can't lose. So, that's going to put all eyes on you anyway, baby. Let's do this. Miss Nikki's in. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, for sure. And I also want to shout out to my boy Yuri, man. He's about to get that title, too. He's been working real hard on my team, too, over there. So, shout out to him. I hope he gets on your show soon because he's a good dude. So, a real good friend, too, man. He's been there for me. So, shout out to him, too.
So, tell us where you training at up there in Boston?
Right now, I'm in Arizona, though. I'm in the desert right now in Arizona. I'm in Tucson. I train. And like I said, I
was like, damn, the weather is nice in Boston today.
Yeah, I just got back from Boston Sunday. I had to bury my dad and shit, man. That was hard, all this other shit.
Baby, I'm so sorry for your loss.
But I'm back here in Arizona. I hit the gym yesterday, I'm back at it. And I'll be back at the gym Monday training with Ed Wildman West, Nick Nyquil, a couple of Manny Fresh, some real good fighters over there at Boxing Inc. that I've been training with.
Serious fighters.
Okay.
What's that? So,
Daryl was saying those are some serious fighters.
I have faith in him. I have faith in him. Trust me. That's why he's still with me.
I don't think that I've ever talked to an amateur fighter that has given me the energy that I feel coming from his eyes right now. Not even in his voice, just in his eyes. He's
hungry. He's definitely hungry.
Feel that energy when I'm face to face with the dude. Trust me, it's real. This ain't a game. It's kill or be killed. That's how I take it. This is war. You know what I mean? This is real.
Oh, he must have walked out of his range.
Oh my God.
He is everything that you told me he was going to be too. He really does have that extra energy from losing his father. He's got that extra energy, and I really do feel bad for the first person he is going to fight because they're going to get all of that. They ain't even signing up for all of that, but they're going to get it.
I've seen his workouts. I've seen him. It's more to him than what you see. He trains hard. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why
that's the only reason.
In his mind, like me and him are having a conversation right now. He knows people are going to see it later, but I need him to know in his mind that as sure as he is saying it, is as sure as people are going to be antagonizing him, he better show up. He better do what he say he's going to do. Because if you don't, they're going to be right. They're going to be waiting for you.
Oh yeah.
That's all I want.
Might have to go hide. Might have to go hide in that one.
It doesn't matter whether they win or lose. Sometimes even when they win, you get out. So you can win for losing sometimes.
But like I said, I don't mind those guys that like to talk a lot of smack and have that much confidence of themselves. A lot of times they make the best fighters.
That's going to do. Another one of my young fighters is going to see him, and they're going to be like, "Oh, he got that energy. I hope he keep that energy. How about we put our name on the dotted line and we fight each other?" That's all about to get them linked up together and do whatever they're going to do and make it happen for them to grow their career. That's my whole purpose of being here. So I hope somebody does see him. I hope a promotion does see our interview and be like, we do need to fill 155. Let's get him. You know what I mean? And reach out to y'all.
Right.
I can't wait to see him have his first fight so he can get his hand raised. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that he's going to have a walk over on it, but I would like to get his hand raised.
He better win. He better win. He know it.
He got to come back and tell Miss Nikki, I told you so.
Right.
Oh my goodness. I me and you are going to I want to do a face to face with you. I want you and I to be face to face when we have our conversation about you. That's what I really, really
Oh, that's
want.
fine. That's
That's what
fine.
I see. That's what my magic ball tells me.
Oh yeah, you know, that'd be good. You know, a lot of people, and you know, really, you'll probably be the first one. I haven't did a podcast really basic on me for about 5 years. It's been about like 5 years or so. And
Okay.
although a lot of people keep asking me, I'm like, oh, I'll just put my fighters on first. You know, I mean, kind of felt it was more about them, and I'm not
Yeah,
trying
because
to
you're in a
put
different
myself out
position
there.
now.
Right, exactly. And
Do you
that's
embrace
what.
it? You
Excuse
embrace being
me.
a manager?
Oh, wait a minute. What was that question? One more time.
Do you
Do
embrace
I?
being a
Oh, I
manager?
love it. I love it. I love it. And you know, even when I don't make good money of it, this is something I love to do. You know, it's a passion or whatever. I mean, most fighters are gonna feel this anyway. After the fight career is over, they're gonna want to be involved with the fighters or whatever. And you know, back in the day, I thought I was one of the best fighters, and you know, and my whole goal was to try to get to UFC like everybody else and whatever. And I knew I had the skills to do so, but I was just injury prone. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I kept injury. Then I had a real serious bad shoulder injury. When I really started having good opportunities come to me and whatever, you know. And so I like, okay, if I can't get there, I guide somebody there or a few people or whatever. I'm gonna still get there. You know what I
right.
mean? And that's what I'm doing now. And I take real passion in what I do. You know, and a lot of people don't do that. When I first came on the scene, I don't know, like maybe because I was a black guy, I don't know. It's like, oh, nobody got a chance to get to know me or care who I was, what I did in my background or whatever. It was like, oh, he's a scumbag because I'm new to the area. You know what I mean? Don't mess with him, man. Winning championship. My gym was just kicking everybody ass over and over again. I went out there, broke down them doors, I earned my damn respect.
Right.
So you know, that's what you have to
Go ahead.
do when you get out there. I don't care about these haters. These haters are what make me stronger.
Yes,
You
that's
know?
what everybody say. The haters, but they need the haters.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Oh
definitely
yeah.
need the
Oh
fuel
yeah.
that lights that fire
Soon
to
one
get
time I'm gonna
where
come
I
out
go.
acting up, I give them something even more to hate it. Feed them more and more and more. So
So,
it's crazy. I even had people make videos of me. I mean, these are trainers and promoters. You know what I mean? Did we
who
get into it or whatever? Well, huh?
who's going to be next out of the stable to have a showing for
Um,
MMA Fight Club Management?
Fight big fights because we have fights every month. Somebody's fighting.
Well, it
As
don't
far as
matter
big fights though.
whether it's a big fight or
Okay, I
prelim fight.
have
It don't matter.
Billy Brents who was supposed to be on the show today, but he had to go off against his job called him. Um, he's fighting on the 25th of January to defend his title, the bare knuckle title in Canada. And then we got February. You know, Lorenzo should be fighting for BKFC. Then we got Leo. He's going to be fighting for BYB if they
Okay.
find an opponent for him. And couple. I have a girl too. She should be fighting on that show as well. Her name's Toya Burton.
What's
Like we
that,
had talked about getting her on before. Yeah, I'm
Toya?
sure she'll see this. And yeah, I'm looking for big things for her as well. You know, she like a little Mike Tyson type shit. You know what I mean? So
That's what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
I love this stuff,
Toya?
man. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Lady Toya, this is your official invite from Miss Nikki and Fight Heads MMA. Come up here, get with us. Let's talk about it. Let's see what we can get going. Let's see how many people we can make mad and get them out there to fight with you,
Hey,
girl. Yes, the girls have the hardest time finding sparring partners and now they have a real hard time with people
yeah,
signing
yeah.
contracts to come fight. The girls,
But
but
they
you
get
know
to fight
what?
with guys too. That make them stronger.
Yes,
You know.
absolutely. They don't have no choice but to spar with the guys that they have if they want to have a career because they don't know when that call's
Right.
going to come. So they gotta always be ready, more so than the guys. So yeah, I'm
Exactly.
imagining that she stays training and she works hard to train and stay in conditioning. So if she does get that call, she's ready to go.
She just came from Thailand. She'll get some training down there. Yeah. This next fight, she's gonna be a monster. she's gonna she's gonna literally kill somebody.
Thailand. Oh my goodness,
Hold
those
on.
people kick trees over there.
Right.
They kick
I have
trees
another guy
and
too.
chop out
He
trees with their hands and stuff. I'm
yeah.
good.
I have another guy that was supposed to be on the show, but like I said, I'm sure you're gonna get him on here. He's not on there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he's from Barbados. That's a fighter I'm trying to get over here and fight.
Oh,
I,
Kobe.
yeah, I didn't know it was a lot of good talent over there, and he's considered the best MMA fighter over that way. You
Is he?
know, and it's just this is a hard time getting him over here, and it's not that far. You know what I mean? A lot of promoters, when they find that he's there, they think they're gonna have to spend a ton of money, but you really don't. I mean, he was in New York not too long ago. That's where he won the World Saddle Championship, and
Okay.
it didn't cost so much, But it's like, so when they see it, they're like, oh shoot, that's too much. Barbados, he needs to be over here. He like John Jones type style of fighter, whatever. He's real
Oh.
long for his weight class. I mean, yeah, you've kind of seen some of him. He's good everywhere. And I know when he get over here, he'll make a lot of noise.
Which two promotions? You said you sent me his pro MMA is 2-0.
Uh-huh.
So he hasn't
Hey,
had a
it's called
fight over.
Spartan.
No, I'm talking about Kobe Bowen.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was the name of the one of the promotion, I believe, was the one that he fought at. He got 2 fights on there.
At what
But the
promotion?
thing is, Spartan.
Spartan promotion.
Spartan.
Okay.
It's a lot of promotions got with that name. But over there, that's what it is.
Okay, so you said they're not sanctioned over there?
No.
Okay,
No.
so when he
The
does
fighters
fight,
didn't know that.
dang.
Yeah, the fighters didn't know that. But I spoke with the promoter. I mean, they shut down for some reason. I don't know, they're not really going now. But he said he would he, we could call him and he'll verify everything. That he did fight for that
So that's
promotion, but
a
still it's
promotion
not
from over
sanctioned or whatever.
there. That's
Yes.
the Spartan promotion is from over there in Barbados.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, they're probably all of this is probably relatively new to them, not the combat
It
sports,
is.
but like the
It is. It is.
sanctioning and ruling and all of that stuff. They probably a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
behind on the curve compared to our kids
A
over
lot of
here.
these foreign areas, even Brazil, like that. I got a guy from Brazil. He was 10-0 over there and a world champion. When we get him over here, sure, I got to start him all over again. You know what I mean?
So
So
how do you is there anything that you can do to make to kind of
yeah,
shorten
it
that
depends.
distance for him?
Yes, it depends on what that fighter still have. You know what I mean? If he have videos, he have the hitters and stuff like that that he's fought on these cards. Yeah, but if you're missing one or two of them, it's not gonna work. You got to have all of this to
Okay,
prove it. So
understood. So you working on getting him some fights over here, and
yeah,
what
I probably have him in Canada fighting soon.
what weight class you gonna have him at? Is he gonna fight at in MMA?
145, 145 or 55.
I'm telling you,
I
those
would like him to stay at 145.
from 135 to 170, it'll be on fire in them weight classes. Dang.
Yep.
So, man, we got to get him over here. That's what we got to do is got to get him over here.
Yep. He's
So,
very talented.
what you working on right now for him? Are you working on anything?
I have him actually. I've been having him fill out a lot of license just to see if we could get improved with the amateur fights that he have, and even he's like I said, he's a world starter champion or whatever. That should be able to be used as amateur. And then the 2 fights that he have, we do have videos of them. They should be able to take consideration of that. And like I said, he is ranked in the United States when he won at the World Saddle Championship. He won that over in New York. So that
Well,
wasn't.
won't he need credentials for the United States as far as what's the word I'm
He
thinking?
has all of that. He has all the credentials he needs to come over here to fight. That's how he's been
Not
coming.
that.
That's how he's been coming to fight.
Credentials to get here, but I mean, like, I guess I want to say, like, it depends on what his home state may be
Yeah.
here, on what his credential requirements may
Right,
be.
right.
So that's the part that's probably a burr in your side right
Well,
now.
right now, like I said, he's not trying to right now move over here.
He just want to
He's
come
just trying
fight.
to fight over here. Right. So, and he have passes to come over here back and forth.
Stop playing.
So
You know, once that young
that's
man
all we're trying to
here, he gonna want to stay. It's over. Once he get over here, good.
do.
All the goodness, all this American craziness.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, I had met him. I had met him from one of my old fighters that's from Barbados, and he had told me about him. And a lot of times, if I feel it's gonna waste a lot of time to try to do, as far as getting fighters over, like I get a lot of African guys trying to, get over and whatever. But it takes a lot, and I don't, like I said, sometimes it's a time waster. I got too much stuff on my plate with the fighters that I have. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't. Sometimes I just pass it up. But when I saw this guy fight and I saw his talent that he really had, I'm like, no, I'm gonna fight for this guy. He's gonna come over here. He needs some fights over here. He need to be known, get some more exposure.
You were telling me that you do have a list of standards and requirements that it takes to be part of your team and to be managed by your group.
Yes.
So can you give us a couple of those things that are standards and requirements from you to them, and maybe what they should expect of you as their manager?
Well, I have people in my inbox and trying to get on my team asking me every day. I can't take everybody, so I'll take the special people, the people that I really see something in, and they got to get past a interview first. Once I interview them, then I get to feel them out a little bit, see where they at, see where they at in their head. They're too crazy. I don't want to mess with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of times when I get fighters, before I even sign them on, I want 2 fights with them first, before 2 handshake fights first. You know what I mean? I want to see if I can trust these guys. You know what I mean? So they can, I want them to learn how to trust me as well.
Right.
So if we can't do 2 fights with each other, you know what I mean? You want to, get out on $100 or maybe $25 damn dollars, I can't trust you.
Right.
So from that point, I just kind of move on or whatever. But I have my ways, you know what I mean? Like I had a guy come to me one time and he lied to me and he told me he had this much training and he trained with such and such, and I'm like, okay, I will give you a shot. I'll give you a shot. You show me what you can do. And kind of find out just before the fight, he didn't have that much training, maybe like 2 weeks worth of training with what was that? Crazy Horse Chris Bennett. That's what they good friends. It was only 2 weeks worth of training. It was 2 weeks. No, I love Crazy Horse. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's a monster. But he's just like him, and he's a monster too. You know what I mean? So he was able to, when I get settled in that first fight, and it would against a nice skilled opponent, man, he went out there and destroyed that guy. You know what I mean? And been doing it ever since, winning belts. He's pro now. But that was, so guys like that, I could take in. I helped him, with a lot of stuff, get into a real nice gym. He was going to Fusion XL for a while,
Okay.
But before they was Fusion XL, I would say he was more the popular guy in that gym at that time. But they got UFC guys now. So, but he kind of, kind of made him a little bit. And by winning, at that time he was winning all the championships, especially in the amateur. He got like 4 titles in 4 different promotions. But the thing is, he came straight out of prison. You know what I mean? Kicking ass and got himself a life. You know what I mean? And was doing good. So, those guys like that. I mean, I could appreciate those guys. And then he wasn't doing too much bad while he was after he found his new talent and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's what I like. That's what I like. I like starting with the amateurs as well. I mean, when I used to train, I mean, I used to have like students, their moms and everything, bringing me, dinner plates and stuff like that, talking about, they love me because I changed their kid career. I changed their life, you know, because
Yeah,
it was out there, you
y'all do
know,
a lot as
and
coaches and mentors.
yeah,
Y'all
and that's
definitely
what I love. That's what I love. I mean, that really, just that right there is what I like. You know, sometimes that's better than money, just to feel that, you know.
right.
So,
So
but don't get me wrong, I do love money. It's all about it.
what can a fighter expect from you once you guys get through your probationary period? If you decide that you want to take them on as a client and they decide they want to take you on as management, what should they expect from you?
Everything that I tell them I'm gonna do, and that's what I do. You know, how many fights I say I'm going to get them within that year, I'm going to get them that many fights in that year. I don't have any bad record. There's no one out there, no one. Although I get a lot of bad rap with people that don't know me, there's no fighter out there. And if there is, please come over here and say that I did anything wrong to. If anything, I've helped their careers, you know, and you know, made them into the fighters that they are now, and the
Right,
champion, you know, because I was always there for them. And you know, I get money out of my own pocket. You know what I mean? Just to
right. A lot, as
get
most
them started,
coaches,
and you know,
managers, and all of that do. Yeah, y'all do. Y'all sacrifice a lot for your
yeah.
fighters to make a way
Oh, I
into
sacrifice a ton. I sacrifice a ton. You just don't know. There's a lot of fighters, and then to have one to, you know, that's why I'm more on loyalty. You know what I mean? To
Mhm.
after you build one fighter, to they way up there, you know, and you got all these championships. Well, if you get them all the way to the big, then they want to turn on you. That, you know, hey, that's what I don't like. You know, because that means that that fighter is all for himself. You know what I mean? It's nothing. You can't trust a guy like that. You know,
Well, you know,
you got to remember what brought you to and what engine brought you there. The engine is not just me; it's the team. You know what I
that's
mean? MMA
true.
Fight Club,
But then,
right?
uh, some people have like they don't have those great communication skills to maybe sit down with their team and figure out some things, and so the breakup is a lot worse when the communication skills are not there.
Oh yeah.
And maybe one person
The
is
funny
afraid
thing is,
to talk
once they
to the
break up, they always most of 90% of them comes
other.
back want to get back on the team because they see what's going on out there. They can't really find anybody that's going to really work as hard as I'm working for them. You know, and like I said, I take this shit seriously.
What what do
So,
you think? Has there ever been a time when, as a manager, you told your fighter that you were going to be able to do something, and maybe not even through any fault of your own, you weren't able to make it happen? And how did you bounce back from that? Because I know you probably are harder on yourself than anybody.
man, us managers, you know, not really. I mean, maybe a while back, I didn't had fighters complain about the smallest thing. I have one fighter. Hey, I like this fight. We got real good communication now. But at first, we had a small falling out or whatever. When I had a couple of fights going on, two of them was championships, and he had another fight going on somewhere else. I couldn't be at two places at one time. So I
Right.
had to make sure I fixed everything for him, far as with the promotion or whatever. Set everything up. Told him what they told me they're gonna do once he get there or whatever. But once he get there, they didn't do what they said he was gonna do. Especially with the room, they made him pay for his own room and all that type of stuff. And I'm at another promotion with championship fights. You know what I mean? It's nothing
Trying
really
to
I
get
can
that
do.
done.
Well, actually, it was something I could do, but it's something he failed. He didn't call me. I would have
Oh,
straightened that shit. You know what I mean? I don't play that. You go. I mean, I'm like, if you gonna give me your word to do something, you better do it. Or you go, hey, I'm gonna put you out there for real. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you. You know. But yeah, that was like the only type of problems I have. Little small problems like that or whatever. You know. But I'm not perfect. I can't be 2 or 3 places at one time. You know. But I am just a phone call away. You know. So no,
understood.
I think I've been doing pretty well on what I do. Think I got my game plan going how I want it and where I want my fighters to go. Um, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm getting bigger and bigger. So hopefully next year be that year.
Let me
I
ask
want
you a
3 or 4 people
question.
in the UFC.
What do
Good.
you think What do you think a great manager possesses in the combat sports world?
Good negotiating skills. And one that ain't going, I mean, you know, you got some that's going to kiss ass all day long to the promoters and stuff like that. You got some managers that they're not going to do too much for the fighters. They're just going to sit there and they set up the fight or whatever, but they ain't doing nothing from that. They ain't even scouting the guys who they setting the fight up with. I want my guys to win. I'm not setting my guys up for no failure. That's what I'm good at, getting them the right fights that they need to go, you know, and I do not let any promoters, you know, use my fighters for anything like that.
Right.
Sometimes I will. You know why? I will because we like to go take shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially when they got a fight and they try to build up and when they want to use us as a part. Okay, let's go and show his
They want
ass.
your
Yeah,
fight to be the feeder. They want your fighter to be the feeder.
exactly. So you know that little stuff doesn't bother me. But a good manager should always have good communication with their people. You know, I treat mine like we all, you know, big family. You know, I got everybody on group sessions and everything, so everybody can talk with each other. You know, just in case anybody need any advice from anybody else or whatever. We all want to pull in together and make this team work.
Right.
You know, the team is a powerful engine.
What is an absolute no-no from anybody on the team, fighter or any other capacity on the team? What is your pet peeve for everybody? It applies to everybody. What's a pet peeve for you?
Backstabbers, the ones that go behind people's back. At, you know, they won't be straight up front with you, but they go behind your back or talk to other people just to try to come up or whatever. I've had one fighter. He's a good fighter, and I trained him out from day one. I brought him to the play where he is today. What did he say? He felt that a white promoter could get him a little bit, you know, fighter. And no, that hurt me, you know, because for one, I don't think there's too many
Absolutely.
managers out there that's gonna be better than me, right? And for him to say something like that, and you're a black man or whatever, come on, man, you know. So kind of had to push him aside, and he was like a brother to me. You know, I'm not gonna say his name, but yeah, he know
So
he probably looking at me right there. He know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I
did that happen for him? Was the other guy able to get him make his fight career better?
mm, nah. He went a whole year without a fight period.
Oh,
You know, and have come to me to jump to get back on the team several times. You know, and even now he with somebody that he claims he's not too happy with or whatever, and waiting to get his contract. You know, but like I said, I give you so many
so
chances. You
so
know, it's
y'all
like fool
gonna
me
have
once, maybe twice. You sure the hell ain't gonna fool me a third time.
you're gonna
You know,
have to
so
have the Luca Brasi sit down, huh?
right. Yeah, I was looking at it because the dude was talented as hell. He was with everything. You know what I mean? But he
And
ain't
it's
with
sad.
these
It's
problems.
sad when little things keep them from being able to move forward. And it seems like that probably is a
Exactly.
problem for him right now, not being able to have somebody in his corner that's going to do for him what needs to be done. But sometimes we gotta,
Right.
we all gotta learn, and everybody's path is not the same. So this second time around, y'all might just strike bold together.
You know what? Sometimes you're right. I mean, you know what? Because like I said, I love the guy like a brother or whatever, you know. But sometimes you just gotta, you know,
Let
once you
stuff
do it
go.
twice or whatever, you just gotta just hey, move on. There's other fighters out there. You know what I mean?
Bruh,
More talented.
you done broke the code already, bruh.
Oh man. I
Like
mean,
you
you know,
broke the
sometimes
code. You
enough is
can't even
enough.
come back right now. You got to stay on the outskirts and look in. You got to walk that hard and shit.
Oh. Well, I try not to be a damn fool. That's what it is, you know.
I know that's
Uh,
right, and I think that's for anybody. That's for anybody. You
right.
still got to be fools. You can't being one in front of them or for them.
You're right.
Oh my
So
goodness. So, is there any sponsors, any possible sponsors, anybody you want to shout out, any gyms, anybody, anything you want the world to know before we close this out?
yeah, I want to give a shout out to my team, and well, right now I'm looking for more sponsors, But have spoken with Monster. You know what I mean? They just need some good the fighters that they want, and I got a couple of them for them.
What's up, Monster?
And Monster Drinks.
Yes, what's up, Monster?
And I get a lot of other sponsors, nutrition sponsors, come in or whatever. And I want to give a shout out to a Stephen Korg that I get all my my gear and stuff, and he's always excuse me.
I was saying every time you give a shout out to somebody, I just kind of give out a second shout out.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you said something. Okay, and give a shout out to the whole team. I got so many guys; it'd be all night for me. Give a shout out to everybody.
And then he does
So, hey, shout out.
that hit you at 4 in the morning, like, Coach, you ain't even say my name. You say everybody else's name.
Hey, Yoy Santos, we got a good plan going. We're gonna start doing a little YouTube show, trying to seek out a lot of talent. You know, maybe recruit more guys into the team. We in the beginning stages of it, whatever. You know, coming up with even more ideas and stuff. And early 2020, that's when the project should begin.
So sort of like a fighting America's Got Talent type thing, huh?
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Okay, that's
and I'm also everybody that's in the Florida area. I'm also matching an event that's coming up February the 25th in Zephyr Hill, Florida. I'm looking for some badass amateurs, whether it's kickboxing, MMA, and boxing. There's a girl that I want on that show, and everybody knows her. What's her name? Elena Devine, something like that. And she's been kicking. She's like 12 years old and been kicking ass. Kicking ass. I'm trying to get her on that show.
Oh, and, you are?
Yeah. She wants to do. Am I still here? She wants to do kickboxing. Okay. See what her her stand-up stands. But I don't got people calling me, huh? Okay.
Well,
but yeah, that show would be good.
How come we can't see the video? We thought you was interviewing. How come we can't see it?
No, that was somebody calling me. So and it kind of blacked the screen off. So, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I'm getting ready to start my promotion back up too. Probably mid 2020. Mine was Beast Mode MMA. I did a few shows, whatever. I had to stop for a while.
Up here. Did you know? What about? There's a Beast Mode Productions up here where I'm at. Darius Flowers.
Really? For MMA?
Yes.
Man, my stuff is patent. They can't be used. They can't be doing that. You know, it's probably been a couple years, but
his is called Beast Mode Productions. Like he is a promoter and a manager, and then he does other stuff like little fashion shows and concerts. Like he just had a concert here with Twista like last weekend, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so he does an array of things, but fighting is the biggest thing coming from him right now.
Okay.
And he does.
He can keep it at Beast Mode. Mine is Beast Mode Amateur MMA. I was gonna change it a little bit to Beast Mode Live Cage Fights.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
Because I want to make it pro-am.
And maybe you and him, you know what? Maybe that's what you and him need to get up with each other. Because he, like I said, he has his own shows up here, and they get a lot of buzz. And I think they go out because I haven't been able to go to one because every time he has one, I'm working. So, But I think you would be able to get some of your guys onto his card, and I think he probably would like that push, and you and him might be able to work together. He's a young man. He's about 24. You know what I mean? But you know him as a fighter. He's an MMA. He's a professional fighter. So you could probably just plug him into the phone or the computer and see what's good with him. And he still fights occasionally too.
I'll probably do that. I mean, that sounds interesting. You know,
who knows?
I'm always willing to.
Maybe you can
I'm
manage
always
him
willing to
as a fighter.
I'm always willing to link with other people, especially the guys that's coming in. There's some promotions and they know who they are. I wouldn't dare mess with. Period. And they know because they suck. I mean, they
Damn,
know
Brody.
who they are.
Damn,
Huh?
Brody. He called you out, Brody. And you know who you are. Miss Nikki don't know who you are. But if you start whining and crying, then I'll know who you are.
Probably worried that was probably worried I'm gonna probably mention them. No, I mean these are guys we've been feuding for years.
Right.
You know,
Instead of
nothing, no major promotion. Ain't no major nothing.
this
They think
old
they are.
salty dog type stuff, huh?
Right.
Everybody's stuck in their
Yeah.
way type stuff. It's all good. You know, like you said earlier, nobody's perfect. And, you know, we all make mistakes and we learn from our mistakes and
Right.
try to get better. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
understood. That's
Well, I wish I could have my other guys on there, you know, especially Kobe or whatever.
well, wait
But
till they see us having a ball. Wait till they see their dude Gregory up there talking all the ish. Oh yeah.
oh,
Once they see Gregory, now people are gonna love Leon because he's the family guy. He got that going on, and then we got like I said, Gregory's
you know,
personality is very
I
close to
didn't know that.
Connor. Like he don't have like a bunch to say outside of
Uh,
the fight.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I had to talk to him for to see
I
what
love
exactly
that
what he was
about him.
thinking.
I love that about him. And you
Yeah,
know what? If he bring it every time he go into that octagon or in that ring, he's gonna have
yeah,
a fan base that's gonna be phenomenal for him.
yeah.
Absolutely, they're gonna be
He talks a
everywhere
lot.
he.
I mean, he even got some of the guys on the team say, "Who's that guy? He talks a lot." I'm like, "Hey, as long as he go out there backing up, I'm all right."
It's gonna be a day when they're gonna be glad they got him.
Yeah,
For sure.
for sure, whatever.
Oh my goodness. It has been such a pleasure. We finally got this begun because this is just
Oh,
the tip of the iceberg for us. Me, you, your management team, and just us going back and forth and doing things. This is just the beginning.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I am very thankful and I appreciate your guys and your girls getting up here with Fight Heads MMA, as I am with all my fighters, my combat sports fighters and their managers and their teams and coaches and families. I'm just appreciative to everybody.
Hey,
And
anytime.
I look forward. I could imagine once this drop, it's gonna be a whole lot of flying back and forth.
It's gonna be a lot of people tuning in.
Yes, a lot
What
of
the hell he
flying
got to
back,
say?
flim, slam, and flim.
Right. Because I don't talk to many people. They only see what they see on social media or me
Right.
posting or whatever. Nobody have really actually heard me, speak. You know what I mean? So,
Well,
and they want to place their judgment all the time. So, it is what it is.
like I said, it don't matter whether you win, lose, or draw. Sometimes you can't win for losing. So
Right. You're not gonna make everybody
please
happy.
everybody, and you just
That's
cannot
exactly.
please everybody. That's what it
Exactly.
is. Oh my goodness! So I am looking forward. We're gonna set up some more dates. We're gonna talk to Kobe. We're gonna talk to Bobby, and we're gonna talk to a couple of the other guys. We're gonna talk to Latoya because I want to build her up also. Yeah,
She was
definitely
looking forward to it.
definitely the
Right.
girls. You got to send all the girls to me so we can get this going. And I know I should probably, like I said, my male fighters are so much more responsive to me with interviews than my girls. So sometimes I can get them, sometimes I can't. But when I do get the girls, it's always awesome.
There
Always.
you go. You have a good time with her too. She's a sweet girl too.
I
So
expect to.
she's not all that flamboyant or whatever. But you're like a interview.
Well, you know what? Like I said, the same energy they bring to me is the energy I'm going to give them back. And sometimes I think I might bring the energy in that they have to beat me.
Sometimes you got to. Exactly. Sometimes you got to.
But it's all good.
You know how it is.
Oh my goodness, it has been such a pleasure. And I know people are going to be like, Miss Nikki didn't. I'm telling you, Daryl Hatchett and I are going to get together. We're going to do us a nice sit down interview. We're going to talk about from top to bottom his career, life, everything, where he was before fighting, during fighting, after fighting, and all the good stuff he's going to give us. We're going to bring that to you, but him and I are going to collab, and we're going to make it good for you, because I know he has his own greatness that he lives in also. So we want to be able to commend him for that and give him his own spotlight for that. So you guys just give us a hot little minute. He's a little busy, I'm a little busy, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna get together and we're gonna put together a nice little interview, and then maybe y'all will get some of the answers that you do not have about this young man. And I hope I can get some. And you know what? As a matter of fact, how about I give y'all a form right now? Any questions that you guys think you might want me to ask him in our interview, send them to me. Messenger, whatever. Don't do it all in the comment section, but send it to me in Messenger, and I'll put it on the list of questions to go. And then when he and I sit down, then I can ask him.
Even you too, Brandon Perry. We want to hear what you got to say.
No, that's right. Get it in. So, tell them where you're at, young man. You tell them, give them everything about you, where they can find you, everything, your management, numbers, emails, whatever you want them to have.
Yeah. Well, right now, everybody mostly know they can contact me on. I'm all over Facebook, and I'm always looking for more talent. You want to enhance your career? Talk to me. Hit me up. I'm on Facebook. You can find me on Daryl LaShawn Hatchett or MMA Fight Club Management of Champions. That's my page. And I have applications for you to fill out. It's on the page as well. You can just fill it out in case if you want to be a fighter. If you're a fighter, a would-be fighter, or a pro, hey, hit me up. If your career ain't going right, hit me up.
You heard what he said. If you're correct.
So hey.
You know what? I just kind of was trailing in behind you when you was talking. I know that's damn right. You got to sell yourself better than anybody else.
Definitely.
Sure.
But the thing is, everything I say, I back up. Anybody can tell you, anybody on my team, anybody. I have no bad records at all. So, regardless of whoever says what, I mean, I'm a good manager. Probably one of the best out there.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot.
I want to catch up with Ali. That's what I want to catch up with.
Who? What's Ali?
You know the way he managed a lot of UFC fighters.
Oh,
Kobe.
You mean a Brazier? That him?
Yes.
You talk about the Habeshan manager, trainer.
He
girl that was supposed to fight Clarissa.
Right. He managed Henry Cejudo. A lot of fighters.
Talking about that little dude.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's who I thought you were talking about at first.
That dude, he know how to move shit. Big fan.
Hold on. Hold on. This dude been starting fires all over the world here lately.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He had himself put out an event and supposed to. Oh, bro, I need you not. Ali, please, baby, just have a seat in the front row. That's all
Hey, he gets what the hell he wants. You know what I mean?
Yes, he does. And he about 5'5", taking on the world. I'm going to need him not to. I just need him to have a seat in the front row. Enjoy the show, baby. Pretty soon, he's going to be signing contracts to fight. He keep it up.
Yep. Yeah. See, that's why I say it reminds me sort of. That's how I am. I get involved with my fighters as well when they get into their little crap. For some reason, I feel myself getting pulled into that because I feel that we all got to stick it together. I don't like nobody talking about my fighters. You know what I mean? So I'm always going to have something to say. So he defends his fighters as well.
That's what
we have all the other fighters want to fight him.
If he felt like he was having a leg and getting attention for his fighters, he sure found an ingenious way to bring nothing but attention. I guess they really mean that when they say any attention is good attention. Any type of.
Actually, it is. How many? I mean, just like people like, oh, you should be humble. You should be humble. Humble is boring. Okay, name one champion. I can only name one champion that's in the UFC that is humble. Only one I can name is Stipe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he has his own ways
else,
too.
everybody else be bringing the noise, don't they?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They know what about it. You want to go out there. You got to sell yourself. You know, and like I
Yeah.
said, I think Connor kind of opened the doors for him.
Oh
But there's
Lord.
people before them. I mean, you got John Jones. Like I said, I love that guy too. One of my definitely favorite fighters. But I think he ruined himself by acting, trying to be humble, not being the person that he is. He should have been himself from the get go. You
Yeah,
know, and that's what got him out of the damn trouble that he's in.
he's a
So,
tough cookie too, John Jones. He's been trolling a lot lately too on the social
oh
media.
yeah, oh yeah. But you see, he himself now. So he don't give a damn what nobody say now.
And it's got to be sheer boredom that they do this stuff on social media because they can't really have that kind of time in their day. So they got to be bored when they be interacting like that on social
media. Right. You're right.
Because he been trolling hard. He been trolling real hard the last few months.
Oh yeah.
All over everybody's stuff.
He wants that super fight. He wants that super fight. He know he the best out there, but he just can't get that fight.
Who do you think is that super fight? Who do you think is the opponent?
Right now, that's his problem. There's really nobody out there, unless he go up and, like I say, fight Stipe, fight one of the monsters up there, which might not be a good idea because he's not. I mean, he's a natural 205er. You know, yeah, he'd get up to 220 or whatever, but he's a natural 205er. His legs too small and all that. He's good at fighting the guys at his weight now. If he go heavy, yeah, I think he could be Stipe. But you fight with other guys like I don't even think he'll probably beat Anthony Johnson at heavyweight. You know, because Anthony Johnson is going to bring that fire. Let's see.
Yes,
he has. John Jones have a long neck. John Jones has a long neck.
Yeah,
and he's been good at using his reach. He's never really had nobody that's really get up in and get in on him with those punches. He's never fought nobody like that. I'm kind of worried about the guy he got to fight next. What's his name? The guy that's knocking every damn body out.
Reyes. Is his name Reyes?
Yeah, Reyes. Dominic Reyes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were saying the kid he just beat was supposed to be the next opponent for it. They hadn't even given Dominic Reyes a look until he beat that kid Johnny Walker a few weeks ago. Now they looking at him because he done beat the person.
Oh, you talking about what's that guy name? I forget it. Reyes is a Spanish guy that knocked out what's that champion that came up? Chris Wyman.
Yeah.
And remember, they were trying to push Chris Ryman, hoping that he'll win. I don't know why they put him against that guy.
Didn't Dominic and Johnny just have a fight? Johnny Walker?
No, that was I'm trying to think of that guy's name.
Who was Johnny fighting? Who did he lose to? Was it? I'm trying to think of the guy's name. He's one of the he was one of the winners of the Ultimate Fighter. After that fight too, didn't he? Yeah. You talking about when? Yeah. He got in trouble after winning that I think it was like $10,000 fine or something like that. They got him with. Yeah. No, he got serious. He was. I don't know why I can't think of his damn name, but yeah, he was serious, and he felt that he's been overlooked for a while, and he's been there at the same ranking for a long time, and he never really moved up. So I mean, I could kind of feel his pain. And that's what I'm saying. That's why everybody's trying to give Jorge a bunch of garbage because he's been in the UFC for so long and he doesn't have we're talking about his record and stuff, but you got to take your opportunities when they come, and this is just when his came. He's stuck in there long enough to be able to even take a chance at using that opportunity. So I'm glad he's stuck in there long enough to be able to even get this kind of shine so far into his career. And been in there for so long, I'm glad he's getting the shine he's getting. I'm glad he's bringing the attention he's bringing to MMA right now because we need a voice. We need a voice, and that he's not an all the way bad guy. I think he gets enjoyment out of playing the bad guy, but I think he's a decent guy. So with that being said, I don't see, and I think Jorge has enough energy where we ain't gonna see him getting in a bunch of mess outside of the ring because people don't want that smoke with him. Not even the people that think
Right.
they want to be fighters. They don't want that smoke with that young man. So he ain't gonna have too many issues
I know.
outside. But I need him. I want him to stay focused and just continue doing what he's doing so he can get all he can before he get ready to get out.
Who
He
do
done
you
put in a
think
lot
now
of
is
time
making?
too.
Who you think making the most money now, him or Coberton?
Him or who?
Coberton,
Which
his friend, his ex-friend, or whatever.
Oh, Colby Covington.
Yeah.
I think Colby is probably just a lot of smoke and mirrors. I think he's a decent fighter. I think he's a good fighter, but I think he just is extra with trying to get attention.
Yeah, he is. He is. He got talent, and I
And
kind
I
of hate
don't
to say it.
think,
I don't know.
and to be
After his
honest
last
with
couple of
you,
fights, I don't know. Huh?
at this point, I don't think either one of them are making the money that they really want because
That they want.
if they were, then they wouldn't be so quick to have a turnover, a next fight. You feel what I'm saying? If they're happy,
Well,
already happy
when you
to
start
make
making
it.
that big money and you feel that you're a little bit too bigger than UFC, then you start challenging these boxing champions. You know what I mean? He want to move up now. He's looking. He done made a lot of money in UFC,
You
but
know
I don't
what?
know.
I think that really, really happened when McGregor and Mayweather
Yeah, yeah.
got
Cause that money.
together.
Look how much money they made. Everybody wants to get at least close to that.
Yes. You know what? To be honest with you, I think that pay grade went Floyd, Dana, and then Connor. You know,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. And he got his money
Well, shit,
though.
he got
But
over
what
100.
I needed
He
from
got
him,
almost $200 million. Almost shit.
what I
That's
really
enough.
needed from Connor was for him to be a better person, not even a better fighter, a better person. I feel like he got that
He got
money.
that Mike Tyson syndrome.
Yeah, he
You know
just
what
got
I mean?
that money. He got out of control. He run around beating up on people that can't even fight back for themselves, and
Exactly.
just
He's
doing the
crazy.
most, hitting dumb dollies through bus window. He just did too much, and nobody says sit your ass down, bro. You doing too much
Nope.
right now.
Nope. He
You
think he
doing,
control all that shit. He
yeah,
ain't even worried about it. He's not
yeah.
even worried
Because you
about
know
it.
what? He doesn't have people around him that he cannot bully. Because
Right.
if he had had some strong alpha male personalities around him, they would have said to him, "Bruh, no, this is not how we act as men." You know what I'm saying? Real alpha men don't let other men do stupid shit in their presence.
Right. You
Boom.
definitely right about that.
A real man would have been like, "We ain't
Yeah.
even getting on this plane to go over there and get ourselves in trouble, bro. What you doing right now? We got some girls right here. We got some booze right here. We got food. What we going over here for? To go to jail?" Come on now. Now
Definitely should. Yeah.
his reputation, which he has done to himself, is in tatters. It's going to take a lot of action, a lot less of this, and more action from Connor for people to really, I think, give him any real credit moving forward for anything that he does, because he's done so much in the
Oh
last
yeah.
couple of years that it didn't make
Yeah.
sense. It just
He's
didn't.
gonna. I mean, he lost a few fans, but you got somebody that's still diehard kind of
I
lovers.
know
So
that we all have our picks and chooses and stuff, but then there's a point at which we got to say, I mean, if we can do it to each other as family members, as friends, as cousins, as co-workers, call each other out on the BS, then there should
hmm
be no reason why, even at that level, he cannot be, they cannot be called out on their BS. Because at the end of the day,
exactly.
lot that go into you, not just what you give to us, but what we give in return as fans and followers. And
He did a lot for the UFC, though. I would give you that. He's done a lot. Him and not. I'm talking about far money wise, coming in, and that's why they let him get what the hell he want, because they cash cow,
even there's
and
still boundary. You teach your children at 2 and 3 about boundaries.
You're
Why
right.
do
No,
my
don't tell me.
why do
I
my
agree with you.
12-year-old niece and nephew know better boundaries than that grown ass man that's world traveled and world known?
Yeah. Yeah. Think
How
he
do
can get
I explain
get
that
away
to
with
two
every damn thing.
12-year-olds that understand boundaries? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People just have, it's become a society of just being a habitual line stepper. They got to stop. They see the line, they know it's there, they know it exists. They don't care. They'll step over it anyway and want to challenge it. Then when they get their feelings or their face broke, it's a problem. It's a problem. Then.
Oh yeah, but he's losing it. Like I said, you got the other. That's why he's getting jealous and want to hurry up and come out there. You got the other guys that step like Master Dog. They're stepping up and getting into that spotlight
Yeah.
that he wants to be in. That's why he's challenging Master Dog. Well, he called himself doing it. He don't want that smoke. He do not want that. And,
That's why
but
they're gonna bring him back to fight Donald Cerrone because they think
right.
Donald just soft. They thinking right now Donald is just soft enough that Connor can push, be an easy walkover or something. He'll get in
I
there
don't think so.
catch Donald Cerrone on a badass day and get his head knocked off.
That's why I said I think that's gonna be a pretty hard fight for him. You know? Donald is long. I mean, trust me, he's thinking he's gonna walk through Donald. Donald, it depends on what Donald comes out. You know what I mean? Donald is capable to knock out any damn body in that damn division. And he's been beat some really, really good people.
My point exactly.
He beat people I didn't even expect him to beat.
He's got the motivation he needs because he is coming off of a loss. Yeah. So Donald has that motivation that he needs to come into this fight and do everything he can to beat Connor. What is the motivation for Connor? Outside of just getting some freaking airtime and
attention, that's right.
And people talking about you for that moment, what is the benefit of him really coming back?
Because he's out the limelight. He want attention. He got the damn money. The money he's coming back for. But, you know, I can't say it's not the love of the sport because, you know, that could be it here. Because that's what brought him the damn money. You know, it is fun.
I think that's gone a little bit for him. I don't think the love of the fight is there for him. It's all money for him now.
It's the love of the fans and him getting attention.
People can I get to watch my videos now? Or you know what I'm saying? And most of the time when they talking, the shit they saying don't mean a damn thing.
Right.
I'm wasting my 5 or 10 minute time on these damn podcasts listening to y'all say shit. Nothing. Get it out. Let's do it. I want to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let's get her done. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. He like to be a mouthpiece. I think he would be great at commentating. I think he would be great at one of the people that interview the other fighters and stuff.
Oh hell yeah! I hadn't even really thought of that, but you're right.
He'll keep everybody on. He'll keep the buzz going. You just never know what's going to happen.
Hell yeah!
You at the microphone with Conor McGregor. You don't know who's gonna walk up, who's gonna get to a fight. Is it gonna be him? Is it gonna be another fighter? You see what I'm saying? That's the type of energy I think right now he might need to be shared with the UFC. I don't know. I guess people want to see him fight. Like it hasn't been an interest of mine in a while. I don't know. Ever since he fought Floyd, like I ain't really been that interested. And I know that's sad to say, Ben, that I am FIGHTHEADSMMA, but that's the truth, and that's just where I stand with it.
And you correct. When you win all that money, it's like you got so much to do. You don't feel like training every day. It's like you want to go out and have some fun. Find that you ain't never been able to do before. You know what I mean? But
man,
I don't know.
Yeah,
he done made it there. He's made it there.
He's gonna have to work to get back with us, to get back into the great.
I was never a 100% Conor fan. I was never 100% Conor fan ever anyway. I mean, I liked him. I liked his attitude and stuff, but I never thought he had the talent that everybody else was you know, trying to give him and whatever. I saw a lot of flaws, you know. But
you know what? I think I like his swagger outside of the octagon more than I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That walk.
I like to see how he's dressed.
Like no other.
It's almost like, you know, I'm kind of being numb to the dumbness with him. So I get more excited about seeing what kind of mess he's going to be in now because he ain't fought in so long.
Right.
And the last few fights haven't been the greatest for him. So, like, it's a 50-50 thing with me and that relationship. So I ain't mad at him about nothing. I just need him to get his act together. He's a dad now, and he really is for lack of a better word, he is a role model for a lot of kids out here and a lot of
Yeah,
other fighters, a lot of
they
these
love
young
him.
fighters. And I need him to be the best that he can be so they can be the best that they can be. If they think being that kind of way is going to get them what they want, because some people have tried it and it didn't work for them. It don't work for everybody. That is not
Right. They don't.
a all around pancake mix. You can't just throw water on that and then magical pancakes.
Right. Right.
You got to have a
See,
certain
he's a
mix.
little bit different with his talk games. A little bit different, especially than Kobe. Kobe likes to insult people, disrespect, and all that. Nobody wants to hear all that shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, everybody wants to see him get his ass whooped. But damn, you didn't get to the point where shit, you ain't gonna be able to go too many places. Somebody might want to assassinate your ass. You know what I mean? That's dangerous. You know.
Kobe
And then you're
is
selling out
one
on
of
your own
those.
teammates too.
Kobe is one of those that I think he feels impressed when he uses big words. So that's what we see a lot of from him. So yeah,
Right.
we'll see. We shall see. I think my camera is
Yeah.
done. My battery is at least.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here too. Cause I got another.
Yes, look, we done had
thing
so
to
much
do
fun. We
later.
don't even know when to cut it out. Yes,
Oh,
I have had
yeah.
girl LaShawn Hatchett with me of MMA Fight Club Management
Of champions.
of Champions, and there you have it. Miss Nikki, Fightheads MMA,
And
MMA
looking forward
Fight
to coming
Club Management of Champions was in the house with me. Oh, look, I'm back. Look, I didn't even know I was back.
back.
Yes.
All right,
So
everybody. Peace out.
yes.
Check out my page. Check out my page.
Yes,
Peace
go
out.
check it out, you guys. Thank you, baby.
All right, you too. Take care, Nikki.
See you guys. Having a fun. Miss Nikki in the house. Yes. Oh, y'all said, oh, Miss Nikki, what happened? You cut your hair. Yes, I did cut my hair. Don't hate, bitches, because I still got a head full of hair. Stop playing. Yes. And I feel free. I feel light. I'm even more dangerous now because I ain't got a bunch of stuff tagging behind me, hanging off of me, making me heavy. So there you have it. Either you love it or you hate it, babies. Fightheads MMA. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Thank you. Love, peace, and hair grease, you guys. And gals. Hashtag woman power.